Hey guys, welcome to the second module of brand hacking. So, in this module, we are going to talk about the second discipline, that is collaboration. So, building a brand today is similar to building a church during the Renaissance. You know, the times where these kind of paintings were painted. So, it took hundreds of craftsmen, several years, even generations, to complete a major cathedral. So, each craftsman added his own piece to the project, a carving, a window, or a dome, always keeping an eye on the total effect. So, like the church, many of today's brands are too large and too complex to be managed by one person or one department. They require teams of specialists sharing ideas and coordinating the efforts across the creative network. So, management gurus suggest that the most important shift in business today is from ownership to partnership and from individual tasks to collaborations. So, the successful business is not the one with the most sales. They suggest that it's the one with the most brains in coordination. So, brand managers and communication firms are responding to this new challenge in a number of interesting ways. Today, there are three basic models for managing a brand collaboration: outsourcing the brand to a one stop shop, outsourcing it to a brand agency, and stewarding the brand internally with an integrated marketing team. All three models are forward thinking responses to the problem because they recognize the brand as a network activity. Let's examine them one at a time. So, the first model is the one stop shop. It has its roots from the earlier 20th century when the companies routinely consigned large portions of their communication to a single firm, typically an advertising agency. The advertising agency would conduct research, develop a strategy, create campaigns, and measure the results. The main benefit was the efficiency since one person within the company could direct the entire brand effort. As the branding has grown more complex, so has the one stop shop. So today's one stop shop is either a single multidisciplinary firm or a holding company with a collection of specialist firms. So the advantages of this one-stop shop are the ability to unify a message across the media and ease of management for the client. The drawbacks are that the various disciplines are not usually the best of the breed, and in effect the company cedes stewardship of the brand to the one-stop shop. The second model is a brand agency. It's a variation of the one-stop shop concept. With this model, the client works with a lead agency, an advertising agency, design firm, PR firm, strategy firm, or any other brand firms, which helps to assemble a team of specialist firms to work on a particular brand. So, this brand agency leads the project and may act as a contractor, paying the other firms as a subcontractor. The advantages of this model is the ability to unify a message across the media and the freedom to work with the best of the breed specialists. And a drawback would be that the stewardship of the brand still resides more with the brand agency than with the client company. Now, the third model will be the integrated marketing team, which bears a little resemblance to the traditional outsourcing model. It sees branding as a continuous network activity that needs to be controlled within the company. So, in this model, the best of the breed specialist firms are selected to work alongside the internal marketing people on a virtual super team, which is then coached by the company's design manager. So, the advantages of this model are the ability to unify a message across the media, the freedom to work along with the best of the breed specialists, plus the internal stewardship. So, the last benefit is more important because it means the brand knowledge can be an asset to the company instead of vanishing through the door when the large firm works on it leaves. So, a drawback of the integrated marketing team is that it requires a strong internal team to run it. And of course, while there are three types of collaborate seems tidy in print, they are much messier in practice. Companies are mixing and matching these aspects of all three of them as they climb their way to a new collaborative paradigm. Well, still others are behind the curve, unaware there's a new revolution coming up. According to a recent report, the next economy will see a significant rise in the network organization groups of these unbundled companies. cooperating across the value chains to deliver products and services to the customers. So, by owning fewer assets and leveraging the resource of the partner companies, these network orchestrators require less capital and return higher revenues per their network organization. So, this network organization isn't something that's been new. It's a successful model that has been there for quite a long time, and it's called the Hollywood. Thanks to the Hollywood model, the design managers are now learning how to assemble the top-notch team of specialists, inspire them to work together productively and even joyfully, then disband them when the project's over, only to reassemble them in a different configuration for the next project. So the lesson hasn't been lost on other industries. Soon every knowledge-based business will adopt some versions of this Hollywood model, and years from now, many will undoubtedly agree with the statement, work was more fun than fun. Not all Hollywood movies are hits. Some are bombs, some are okay. They are usually saved from this catastrophic fate of okay by the use of prototype scripts and storyboards. The script is the prototype for the story, and the storyboard is the prototype for production. Any major problems with the movie can be corrected at this prototype stage long before much money is spent. So the script and the storyboard, once approved, keep all the collaborators on track from the director to this continuity person. So branding projects uses prototypes as well. Instead of a script, brand collaborators rely on a creative brief. Instead of a storyboard, they use a mock-up or a draft. So what makes a prototype so powerful is that it provides a near-life experience for the collaborator. So everyone on the team, from the band manager to the design intern, can immediately sense whether this concept will hit it, will it work in the real world. No amount of talking or nagging can accomplish this feat as well as the top prototype. Everyone on the team, from brand managers to design interns, can immediately sense whether this concept will work in the real world or not. No amount of talking or arm waving can accomplish this feat as well as the prototypes. Prototypes can also cut through the red tape of marketing documents. Instead of starting with a list of features and working towards the concept, the team members can go straight into a concept, then add whatever features are needed to support it. And if the concept looks like a loser, hey, it's just a concept. Start over with a new one. Since a brand is a person's gut feeling about a product, service, or a company, the gut feeling is the fastest way to get there. Prototype creates a playground for collaborative ideas, allowing ample space for the right side of the brain to work its magic. Now let's summarize what we learned so far in this model. Over time, specialists beat generalists. The winner is the brand that best fits in a given space. The law of the jungle is survival of the fittest. How a brand should fit in its space is determined by the brand community, and it takes a village to build a brand. By asking the left-brainers and the right-brainers to work as a team, you bridge the gap between logic and magic. With this collaboration, 1 plus 1 equals 11. And for successful examples for a creative collaboration, look to Hollywood, Silicon Valley, and the church builders of the Renaissance. As creative firms become more collaborative, they are also becoming more specialized. The next economy will see a rise in these branding networks, groups of these unbundled companies cooperating across the value chain. Then the three basic models have emerged for managing brand collaboration is one-stop shop, brand agency, and an integrated marketing team. Choose any one or create a combination of these three. And finally, speaking in prototypes. Prototypes cut through the marketing red tape and let the gut feeling talk to a gut feeling. And with this, we come to an end of this module, and I'll see you in the next one.